Hi, Kansas City. This is LaToya Valerio coming to you with another episode of The Crossover. The Crossover uses basketball as a crossover to impact communities, promote education, and develop leaders. This summer series, I've been interviewing some former Keys participants, and I'm very excited today to have some of our older players from the class of 2005. And they're probably our most popular class and definitely a team that took the Keys over the top. So today we have with us Bryce Morris, Marcus Frye, and David Willis and DJ Hord. So thank you all for joining me today.
No doubt. Happy to be here.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah, it is a pleasure to be here.
All right, first, if you all could just introduce yourself, say where you went to high school, college, and then how many years you played with the Keys.
I'll kick it off. Bryce Morris, currently live in Houston, Texas. Group training coordinator here down in Houston, Texas now. Played with the Keys, I want to say, fourth grade, started with fourth grade all up until I want to say the last year we played was, 10th grade or so, I believe. That's a tenure there, a long time, but I think I feel with the rest of your questions you asked me.
School, college.
Oh, school, all right. Southern Illinois University, played football there as well. The Lukey's baby.
Boo.
Boo.
All about that, DJ.
I don't ever live that down. So funny.
All right, I'll go next. DJ Hord, in Kansas City now, kind of live in Seattle, splitting right now. Went to Rockhurst High School, went to University of Notre Dame out of high school, played football there, ended up leaving and transferring to the University of Northern Iowa where we would play the Slukies.
Who lost?
But now currently working for the Seattle Seahawks as a scout. So.
All
Years
right,
you played with the Keys?
Oh, sorry. Years for the Keys, man. I was a late join. I think I joined when I was like 11. I don't know what grade that would be, but I was 11 years old. Didn't play all the way to probably around 10th grade, same with Bryce. Yeah. So.
All right, I'll go next. David Willis. I currently stay in the Kansas City area. What was the question? Yeah, I think I played the same years with the Keys as BMO. I think we joined the same time. I want to say, yeah, and I think we both ended around the 10th grade. I went to Rockhurst High School with DJ. After that, I left Rockhurst and went to K-State to study industrial engineering. Currently work as a engineer for Honeywell FM&T. I think I answered all the questions.
You did, yeah.
There we go.
My name is Marcus Frye. Currently live in San Francisco, California. I do a few different things. I help run the campus recruiting program for Walmart enterprise-wide. And then also I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own athletic line called Yoga Pants and Gallery. So please support the brand, shopypg.com.
YPG.
Sorry. Okay, I'll back up. So I went to undergrad. So started out playing basketball in Northern Colorado, finished undergrad at Kansas State, and then I got my master's degree at Baker University. Started with the Keys going into my 6th grade. So I think, going into, I was 10 through like 14 is when I played with the Keys. And just an absolutely incredible experience that is something that I think about.
I think you're going to get to that later on. Like,
my guys, like.
All right. Now, y'all do stuff. You guys were kind of shouting out what you do. Please let me know so we can support. Because when I'm interviewing on here, I would love to wear your stuff,
okay.
Marcus, just to promote.
Yeah, just give me your address. I'll just send you some stuff after this for sure.
Okay, well, perfect. All right, y'all are funny. Okay, so every time I'm on here, I always gotta let people see stuff from their past. So.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Hey, at least that hair back there, right?
Yes, there it is.
Go.
There we go.
Remember this?
Of course.
Oh yeah, that's that picture. That's the infamous picture right there, boy.
I can't pull it up. I can't see it.
Bryce, that's because you on your cell phone.
So I'm on an iPad.
You got the 12.7 version.
That's the championship picture, right, Toya?
Yes, this is the championship picture. I was looking. This is like a mystery. I don't know where the trophy is. It's somewhere around here. I'm at
Somebody got us.
I know. So somebody looking at it right now, all happy, laughing at us. But this is the picture of y'all, and this is the 1999 AAU National Championship team. And so this is in Greensboro, North.
98. No, I just want everybody to know that we did not lose at all. Just need everybody to know that.
Real.
They didn't know.
For real. Nobody left that entire year.
Oh, the whole season?
Yeah, we didn't lose a game.
We didn't lose a game.
We never. No,
we went to
everywhere.
Excuse me. All right.
We may be holding on to that year of our life.
Make sure it's a little bit.
Okay, so I kind of want to give everybody a shout out who was on this team. So I'm gonna read through everybody, unless you guys know.
Well, can you name everybody? Let's do this.
All right.
Okay, let's name everybody.
Shane.
Yourself. Shane, Dennis, yes.
Zave.
Xavier Breckfield.
Robert
Hill.
Robert Hill.
Russ.
Williams.
Walk.
Marcus.
Ron Herring.
Damo.
Brian Herring.
Damo Johnson.
Damo
Johnson.
We had one more.
That
should be it, ain't it?
That's it.
Robert, you said Robert, and then you guys, of course.
So we had 10. I thought we had 10.
No, we had 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We had 11, 5 and 5 subs, Diamond.
No, that was everybody.
No, I was about to say we had 10.
I mean, one press, 5 on 5, and we had one more, and it was a shooter.
Nope.
Nah, Toya just said it.
What?
That was everybody.
Yeah, we good.
Yep, that was everybody. And then the coaches were my dad, Johnson.
Coach Johnson, Coach Frye, Coach Morris.
Coach Morris.
We all have such different personalities, by the way.
Completely different personalities.
So
funny.
All right, so as y'all look at that and just think back to that 1999 season, like I know I have my own memories because I was like right there. I was like your little personal ball girl. I was like right underneath my daddy, taking stats, the little stat sheet that everybody do afterwards. Bryce, you missed too many shots. DJ, you didn't have enough rebounds. Like I always got to be the extra coach on the side, but. Like, I just have my own experience. So, as you guys think about it, like, what was that year for you all? Like you said, you went undefeated. Like, can you just describe that year for you all?
I think.
Go ahead, Dave.
All right. I just remember when we went to the national tournament, walking into the gym, like, it was just complete silence. Like, they knew we was coming through, and I was like, yo, because I think the year before we got fourth or something like on some
Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, on some fluke calls with Potomac Valley or whatever. So like
Magic.
Yes. So going into that year, like I remember going into that tournament, like when we walked in the gymnasium, how they do the introductions, like the whole thing just got quiet. We walking through like, yo, what's going on here? And it was just like that impact we had on the whole AAU organization at that time. I think that was pretty dope because, like we said, we didn't lose a game. Everybody knew who we were. Just some kids from Kansas City, just like no care in the world. Literally just throw the ball out there. We just run. That's all we did. So we just ran.
Good luck.
Full court press.
Yeah.
Half court if you want to, cuz.
Yeah,
I mean, that year kind of felt like my bad. Go ahead, DJ. Go, DJ.
Oh, I was just saying, like me. So, like, I was a late ad. I wasn't there for when y'all got fourth. So for me, I was like the new guy on the squad, and I was just ready to go compete and play. And we were like there on a mission, ready to go, and we already knew what we could do. Like we were so close, or they were so close last year, and they were like, "Hey, we ready this year." So we came in on a mission, just came balled out, and was ready to play. And I just remember like everybody's talking about the Potomac Valley Blue Devils. That was the team to beat. Everybody kept talking about them, and we played them, and we won that game. And after that, I was like, "It's a wrap. It's over." So,
Yeah. that was kind of that's redemption year. Redemption year. I kind of felt like when we walked into that was it Greensboro? I forgot the name of
the Greensboro Coliseum
arena. And I remember, like you said, seeing everybody, and then when we walked in, it was just kind of like, okay, oh, that's them.
Yeah,
like that's them. And I kind of remember having that feel, like just knowing that, I mean, we can go and win this thing, because we just had that confidence from all year. How we played all those teams we've seen already, and how we played all the other tournaments around the country, and all of a sudden now we have the big stage. You know, it was exciting to kind of be to have that feeling of certainty that we walking in that we was that team. You know, that air of confidence that we had. What'd you say, Toya?
If I could quote you from the Kansas City Globe in 1999, you said, and I quote, "We came close last year, and now we have another chance to win a championship. This is the moment we've been waiting for." You had the great comments back in 6th grade, Bryce.
I think for myself, it was the preparation that went into that moment. Like, practice was insane, and it was intense from the moment you put on that shoe, you knew it was going to be on. And, you know, I think that was the success spoke for itself, but I wish people could see the preparation that we put in to get there. Outdoor, you know, we practice at 40 acre and a meal outside, 9 degrees, which now is a health hazard in 2020. And parents like that was the environment. It was like, we're trying to hoop, we're trying to do this no matter what. There was a sense of you don't want it like we want it. And when we got into gyms, you know, obviously in Kansas City it was pretty apparent, but when we started traveling nationally and we saw that teams couldn't keep up, the practice preparation was just, I think, way more fun than the games, just because it was like the camaraderie, I think, of the Indian run with Dave trying to lead the way.
Hey, military ball. Hey, but was that the year we practiced on 4th of July in the city?
Yeah, but
I was like, what are we doing?
Oh, outside?
Yeah, we was outside. And I was like, yo, like, that was, but I mean, to piggyback on what Marcus was saying, like, those practices was crazy. Like, it wasn't for the faint of heart. Like, you knew going in, like, you'd either going to leave here, like, with your head held high, or you're going to be going here with your tail between your legs because you got embarrassed. Because, I mean, everybody was, like, we had a goal, and everybody was some dogs out there. Like, everybody had played their role, and everybody knew we just meshed so well. So
yeah,
I've definitely missed just that AAU vibe, like how you guys were talking about the opening ceremonies and just being acknowledged for even making it that far. Because though some people didn't win, or if they didn't play, at least they made it and they got to be recognized. And tournaments now, we miss that aspect of just that recognition and that camaraderie that you build when you go travel nationally to play. So I don't know. I guess that's my thing. I hope AAU kind of makes a comeback in that area because it is fun to see a lot. But yeah, we like the keys and stuff like you guys are talking about, like teamwork and unity, dedication, that passion, you know, coming in with a preparation. These kind of me are like characteristics of family. How is the keys like a family?
I mean, right here, I mean, we talk to these dudes almost every day. I mean, probably pretty much. Just like, you know, just being able to know that we've built that bond to where, you know, no matter where we are around the country, you know, we can always come back, you know, and have that bond like we never left. You know, I think just like you said, we went through the trenches of the fire together and practice, you know, just dealing with that. And then I think it built that character for us and then generated and leaded that for high school, and then led us our success in college and success as, you know, where we're at right now. I think it all instilled and starts from what we did back in the day, you know, running down the court in the center and all that, you know, everybody screaming, running suicides and all that stuff. I think it built some character for it.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, now we're in our early 30s, and we were playing together when we were like 10, 11, 12. I mean, it's 20 plus years of brotherhood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a family in itself. Like, I mean, we don't all have the same last name, obviously, but we're family. We're brothers. They know they can reach out to me. I can reach out to them anytime they need something, or I need something. I need somebody to talk to. Man, it's just a family bond that will never be broken, honestly.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, you hear it was what, all for one, one for all. So like that's the definition of a family right there. Like I remember, like I came from South Suburban before I joined the Keys, and it was just kind of, you know, it was just another number. But when you got with the Keys, like it was parents, it was like the little siblings of the team, your teammates. Like to this day, if I see anybody within that team, like whether it be a parent of DJ or Frye or BMO or even their little siblings, like it's all love. Like, you know, we chop it up like we ain't, you know, it was still on those trips to Nashville or Atlanta, like it was just yesterday. So yeah, like it's the definition of family for me. So
I think for myself, it's just the authenticity of the relationships that were created. You know, I think at that age between 12 and 13 years old, you're learning so much about yourself. You're becoming your own person. Now you're around a team. So it's like you have a unit. And I think when you reach like the success that we did at such a young age, it creates a very even stronger bond. Like I have a family member that won an NBA championship, and I remember the first time that I saw that team together out, I instantly went back to the Keys team. Just like the jokes, the family, the vulnerability that everybody had, the authenticity. And I told my cousin, I go, you guys have like a championship chemistry. So it's interesting to see that at 12 years old, it still relates as adults, even on the highest level of professional sports. And I think when you win a championship, you can never break that bond. Like it's just you to Bryce's point, you've been through it all. And, you know, we have a group text that is a very wide range of topics. We'll have very unique thoughts about different topics. But at the same time, everybody's an individual. And I think to be able to have that safe place where it's like, hey, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm feeling. I mean, we all saw each other grow up and then now become some fathers and some, you know, people from professional to whatever. It's great that the Keys organization was able to provide that for us, especially as Black males in Kansas City.
Yes.
It was extremely important. And it's the reason why we are in the positions that we are in today, for sure.
sure.
That's nice. Thank you for sharing that. Like you covered a lot of topics in that.
Of course. Leave it to Marcus to say a bunch of stuff. Kill all the questions in the interview.
No, I got y'all. It's okay. It's okay, but no, you spoke to a lot of points just about being Black men in the inner city and doing something that transcended like generations. Like it's still 20 years now, and you guys are still close. And though I am like a Key by blood, like I love the Keys just personally because this is who we stand for: family and dedication and commitment and just love for each other. So it's just good to hear that. And then like you're saying that you guys are all doing stuff now. And one thing that I think the Keys kind of undermine on itself is that people who go through the Keys graduate high school. And that's not a statistic that you will hear, especially in Kansas City. But you go through the Keys, you are graduating high school, and you probably are going to graduate college, get your master's degree. I don't know about most of the boys, but the girls, they went on to get their masters and
I got my master's.
Okay,
I
sorry, I'm with the smart group.
I just don't verbalize mine like Frye does. Frye like to give his whole resume. I just gave a snippet. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Don't get all mad. Calm down. Don't get emotional.
Frye, thank you for sharing.
I wanted to go
We wouldn't have known unless you shared. So like I said, so there you go. So Keys develop people who graduate high school, college, and then they get their masters and beyond. So, I mean, you can't, that's like a non-lose-lose situation. We're just winning every year.
The girls side of the
sports.
The girls side of the Keys puts in WNBA basketball players.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Don't talk about it enough. Like they don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that started from you guys. I know personally, like I said, my own experience, like your team, having Dom on your team, I had to watch, but my oldest brother, I didn't get to really watch him or appreciate because I was so much younger. But your team, I really got to study basketball, all the trips we took, like I was there. And so you guys like made me to be the player that I was. Like I got to see, what was Marcus doing? What was David doing? How did Frye handle that? How did Bryce handle that? How did DJ shoot? Okay, you got to know both hands, not just be right-handed, but you got to know your left hand. And you got to just be like the vastness of my game came from this team. And so I know you guys don't know that, but I just want to tell y'all that because I like personally love like everything. Like, and honestly, I wore number 4 for a while because of Marcus. Because I was, gosh, I gotta have his passion, and I wore 4 and didn't even do what my brothers like. You know, I'll tell you, my brothers are my favorite players, but I just picked up on all kinds of things that you guys were doing. You know, I learned so much. And it definitely helped me out in my career. So
people don't understand the passion Walker had.
Huh?
I said people don't understand the passion Walker had.
No.
That boy.
Can we talk about it real quick?
I mean, go ahead.
Bullet is a name for a reason.
I think when you're that young and you have somebody that is that passionate, you don't have a choice but to reach that level as well. Like the amount of respect I think we all have for Marcus Walker it's hard to put into words, especially when you're that close to him. But it's just, you know, to your point, right? I mean, you had to walk in the gym and know you're going to have to play with Marcus Walker's level, because if not, it ain't going to be pretty. Like,
he ran.
Yeah, and everybody wasn't as fast as he was. So he was definitely like, I mean, if you take the skill set and the speed, like, he make you look bad. And I was like, I was not fast. And I was like, oh, God. You need to step it up, because that I mean, just the heart, man. Like, you know, being injured, playing through injury, like playing through upset and disappointment. I was like, yo, this kid is like different. But then it taught me like there's more levels to this than just, you know, what you see kind of around the city. So yeah, I tip my hat off to that dude. That's what he's doing right now.
I'll also say I don't know who was as intense as DJ Hord was in a basketball game.
No.
Like,
to be mellow outside of the game, and then in the game.
You know, but
hey, man, temper, dog. I mean, I just want to win. That's all it is.
I mean, people don't know Bryce was probably the most chippy guy on the team.
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
Yes.
Ready to fire off at any moment. We were like, Bryce, and Dave was up in there like holding everybody accountable. Like, I mean, there's so many unique teams, or unique characteristics about that team, and it shows today still, which is awesome. Marcus Walker, without a doubt, I think is one of those individuals that you could just be like, that dude's just different. And I think Walker probably inspired everybody here in some way or another, or at least was like, I got to go shoot 1,000 shots today, because Walker's going to put 50 on me if I don't, and I got to make sure I'm at least at 30.
I think the more we do these interviews and I reach back to even the people who came behind you, I would really love to see what they thought about you guys.
I would too, because we were
the impact that you guys had. And I know we didn't live in that internet era, so you know it's not as popular, but you guys still made an impact. Because there's people who know me, and I'm like, I'm just a little baby Johnson. Like, you probably know my brothers, but they do know you guys, and people still talk about that run. They run into my dad, and they talk about that group that they had. And when they think of the Keys, they mostly think about that group that won.
It's so wild that you say that, because I think for us, we're just in the moment, and I don't think we actually recognize that. Like, I don't think like, you know, we talk about it sometimes, but like to hear this, it's really cool and it'd be unique. Because like, I think at the end of the day, like, you hope to inspire people as much as possible. But like, you know, it's awesome to hear you say like our sweat and tears and agony was really for everybody else to be like, yo, I want to be like that. I want to strive like that. Because I think at that time, in 1998, 1999, it was Jerron Rush, Kareem Rush in Kansas City, and they had their own platform too. But they were out of Kansas City, and then here we were almost like next up. But you know, I mean, it was the Kansas City 76ers and the Kansas City Keys, and there was a 6-year gap. So, but we went 98-0. I don't know if they lost or not.
Nah, to your point though, me and D was just talking about that last week. We was just like, man, we didn't even realize it at the time. Like, we was just kids playing. Like, we just enjoy playing ball. We enjoy hanging out with the fellas. Like, it was like, all right, like, when is the next practice? Like, when's the next game? Like, when, when's the next thing so we can do something together?
Yeah, it was just fun. Like,
it was just fun. Like, we was just there.
I would tell people, like, this was probably the best team I've ever been on, no matter what age level. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Like, the camaraderie, all that talent. Like, we were legit, man. It was special. For real.
Yeah.
Can I ask the guys a question real quick, Toya? Not to.
No, it's Toya's thing, man.
Toya's interview, bro. Like,
I just want to ask a question because I don't think nobody's ever asked this. If you guys can remember what, like, we talk about like going to practice or preparation. When we won, what were you guys feeling? Like, what, like?
It was expected.
Like, I gotta get back to practice.
Yeah,
the winning was expected. Like,
it was expected to win. Yeah.
To this day, I couldn't tell you where none of those trophies are because I didn't care about the trophies. I was like, all right, like, yeah, we were supposed to win. Like, I don't need no ceremony to give me something I know is supposed to be mine. Like, it was expected. Like,
I don't think I remember my dad saying that.
I was about to say, the way the Joel said it, the way it was like, act like y'all been there before. Yes, sir.
Like, man, we just won a national championship, man.
That's awesome.
Oh.
I like that. Well, I'm going to kind of switch gears on y'all because this is something I ain't done with nobody else. So I'm putting y'all in the hot seat because, like I said, I was that little sister who got to nag and be on your nerves. So I'm going to just channel that spirit for a second. So, Bryce, I'm starting with you.
Give me some time to think.
Yes.
All right, so you're on the hot seat, Bryce. I'm asking you 3 questions. You need to answer them as quickly as possible. All right. Now, all right, first question, Bryce. How many times do you say all in the Keys chant before the game?
How many times I say all?
All, the word all.
Twice?
No.
Hold on. I don't get the question. Hold on. Repeat that question again. I'm messing up the hot seat thing right now. Repeat that question again.
Okay. How many times do you say the word all in the Keys chant before you start a game?
Oh. Man, I'll say 3. I'm 3.
Okay, let's all say it. All for one, one for all for the Keys, Keys for all.
Okay. I forgot. I missed the middle one.
All right. Okay, next question. Describe Coach Johnson in one word.
Fiery.
Fiery, okay. All right. Okay, and who's your best teammate? It can be anytime.
I don't know. Damn, you put me like that's hot seat for real. Damn. I had to go Frye.
Okay.
Yeah. This guy, this because of the connection, I was around more with Frye and things like that as far as growing up and then the interactions and stuff like that. I felt like that, as we got into basketball, I think that was just more there than the other 2. I'll apologize for that too.
We're on the same.
All right.
Yeah.
You 2 are both late, so I guess that runs together as well. So.
And we probably be on the most Zoom calls too.
DJ may have us beat with the Zoom life.
Yeah, that's true. I'm back. Yeah, that's right. I take that back. Yeah, DJ.
All right, next is David. All right, Dave. Okay. When did the Kansas City Keys start?
Really? You gotta ask me this one. Ooh, I know it started by your grandfather. I do know that. Does that count as an answer?
No.
So I gotta get it a year. I'm gonna say 76.
Ding, ding, ding. 1970.
What? Yo, look.
Right answer.
How's that lucky, bro? I know my information.
That was lucky,
You do the math in your head, bro.
bro.
He's an engineer.
All right, David, same question I asked Bryce. Name Coach Johnson in one word.
Pistol. Because he can go off on you at any point.
Yep.
All right. And then who was the best player that you played against?
Against? Oh. Ooh. Hands down, I think it had to be Lou. Lou Will. Lemon Pepper Lou.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the tournament at Houston, he gave us like 40 on like a cracked foot or something like that. And,
Talk about this.
yes, we can.
Remember the first time we played Lou Will?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bucket.
Yeah.
Bucket
Who
after
was
bucket.
Atlanta? Was it Atlanta?
It was in
Atlanta. Yeah.
It was the
Nationals.
Celtics tournament. Yeah. And it was just like,
It's so crazy to watch Lou play now. It's the same.
Same, yeah.
Same way.
I think it's the first time where I was like, that kid's a pro.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
he's a big time pro.
Where it's like, okay, there's a different level of basketball.
Really?
Say hi. Say hi.
Girl.
Aw.
Say hi.
You look so much better than your daddy.
Williams is this
Sorry about that. Yeah, but I would say Lou. Lou is probably hands down the best player. But I mean, we played against a lot of dudes, but I would say Lou got the most.
Trying to think of the other one. Eric from Potomac.
Eric
That's
Myers.
pretty good too.
Eric from Potomac, remember? Forgot his name.
Was Roy Hibbert on the Potomac too?
Yeah, he was on there.
Yeah.
L.
He gave him L's.
He took an L.
Who was hey, that DC assault team we played though? They was loaded.
Ty Lawson.
Tyler,
Tyler,
yeah,
Yeah,
they was
they
loaded.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus Jr.
All right. I didn't ask you.
Let me go back.
Ask you. Anyway, you are up next, Marcus. All right.
Man, why last?
And okay, David kind of took my my next question because he's such the keys historian. But so I'm gonna kind of switch it up.
I'm letting y'all know right now. I would not have got that.
Who was the founding member, the founding family, not family, I guess I should call couple. So you got to say the husband and the wife's name who founded the Keys.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, for sure. Your grandparents.
Do you know their names?
That's I was about to say that's an easy way out.
I don't remember.
All right, their names are Hurl and Myrtle. Well, you knew my grandpa's name is Hurl. And then my grandma's name is Myrtle.
I've learned in life you sometimes don't say too much if you don't really know, and you can just take that and move on.
All right, Marcus. Okay, name Coach Johnson. We're on Coach Johnson's head. Describe Coach Johnson in one word.
Loving.
Loving. Oh, look at you.
Why are you nodding to that? He was like loving. Like he wanted that confirmation.
Good day.
All right, Marcus, who's the best player you played with?
In the Keys organization. Ever?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Marcus Walker.
Hey, KC Bullet boy.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
Okay. All right, DJ. All right. Who is the current president of the Keys?
Man, current president of the Keys. You.
Yay! Ding, ding, ding. You cheated, first off.
No, I want to. It was suspense. Let it build up.
Okay. Nice. All right. Okay. Describe Coach Johnson in one word.
I would say a firecracker.
Firecracker.
Little man, big punch.
He's gonna call you about that.
The greatest practice ever was when Dave squared up.
Why we gotta go there? Come on, like some history done gotta be.
Let's finish the questions first, man. Come on.
Thank you. Okay, DJ, who's your favorite player? Who inspired you?
Oh man, I would say who inspired me to be my parents. I mean, my dad hooped, my mom was a track athlete, played volleyball in high school. But those were the two that molded me to really want to play sports, and I wanted to be like them. So yeah, that's kind of lame, but yeah.
No, that's facts. That's facts, bro. Ain't nothing lame about that. That's facts.
Yeah. Look at y'all. Okay, so we have in our team, we have little bouts. David, I don't even remember you ever being mad. I do remember, David, you talked about now. So the year before you guys won, you hit the game-winning shot for us to win.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up, but that is in the history.
It's a fact.
Got that clutch gene.
Early.
Well, you guys got to meet. A few weeks ago, I had the 2000 class, and one of the guys, Terrell. You guys remember Chris, his brother, he's the class under y'all. His claim to fame is that he hit 2 for BCI National Championship. He hit the game-winning shot in both national tournaments. So he's saying he won up to you, or he's wanting up everybody in the Keys. Cause
I don't know about that, because our team had the impact our team had. Like, you can't, that started the whole wave of everything. So nah, I take that.
True, I do, but I still remember that shot because it was like we won the NBA championship. Everybody
just jumped on me, yeah, and I was like, I can't breathe, like,
That was
because I think at that time it was just me and BMO, right? We was only two
there. Yeah,
they went there. We had some youngsters. I don't know if you remember Marquez Williams. He was Donald, of course, is younger than you all.
Yep.
That team. It was just a mixed team, and that's what I kind of spoke with some of my teammates about. That like over the years, you lose people, but then you gain, and then all these mixes, and then finally it was just a perfect storm. And then, like you said, like you just walking through, going 98-0. Like who knew that? Who knew that, Marcus? Did you count?
Oh, for sure.
I think he went back. It was just like, hold on, I don't think we ever lost a game.
We didn't that year though.
But we wasn't playing our age here, was we? We was playing up.
We played up.
Yeah, we played up the whole time. Yeah. Was that the Central year?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the year we got that fight. Remember that big brawl?
No, Bryce. I think it was just you, Bryce.
Right. No, it was the whole team.
No, everybody.
But I think Bryce was a part of the.
Bryce started it.
Yeah, Bryce started it.
A little bit.
I'm
trying to think who it was on the other team.
It was
Was it the All-Stars?
It was the All-Stars.
All-Stars.
Yeah.
We played up.
Nico.
It was hot and we was getting their ass.
Yeah.
Oh, and Leo, yeah.
And I think he came in my face. He put a thing in my face. I pushed him back. I think, hey, that's when everybody else came out the stands.
I do.
Popped off from there.
I just remember DJ's mom grabbing us, telling us to go to the top of the stairs. All the dads was on the floor. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
That was wild.
That was wild.
They ain't like the defense we was putting on, man. They ain't like that defense.
They was pretty boys.
Yeah,
They didn't want to
tough.
play no ball.
Yeah.
We didn't turn it off. That's the problem. Like, we didn't look at the score. So, like,
Well, do you
We
remember?
came back and won.
Yes, but you remember in the AAU regionals here, like we was blowing teams out like 96-16 and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember that. Yeah.
that was before they put the mercy rules in.
I'll be back.
oh no, you know what call that was?
Yeah.
That was work.
I said, I'll be right back.
Y'all are so silly.
Real life Madden over there.
We got one team on like 112-12 one time or something like that.
Yeah.
At Fort Osage.
I used to think it was funny that, like,
You remember the location?
Bro.
remember like the Leawood Bulls, and they'd be like, "We're gonna get you guys." And we're like, "What are you talking about? Like, you haven't won this."
Yeah.
The disrespect.
Hey, but the players from those teams still remember our faces.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be at the gym or something. Like, oh, did you play for the Keys? Like, yeah. I'm
It's
sorry,
like-
you that bad, my bad, bro.
It's
Yeah,
like
they probably going in on you now at the court like this.
No. The
You
foundation
still got
is
it?
set. We already know. The foundation is set. We already know. I ain't taking no L's.
taking it for life.
Hey, I feel you on that point because I don't care how many kids I had,
Nope.
what stage I'm in.
We going at it. So
Yes, we are. See, David, you can be on my team. I like that. So you guys know that we're trying to do alumni celebration, and unfortunately, due to COVID, we're gonna have to postpone it this year, and we're gonna reschedule it when things are safer. But a part of it, we want to have a alumni game, and so we're gonna do it with the classes. So I'm just letting y'all know. If your jump shot is to the left, you need to get that gun called.
So this is our team. Our class will be our team.
Yes, we'll try to do
Oh, we about to take that. I'm sorry.
We're trying to see who's the best class.
It's not even.
Right here. Marcus still got his bounce. BMO is like a workout fiend. Like we ain't.
Meal on somebody at 33 years old. Don't get it twisted. Like for real.
I only said that most of you guys did only play football after high school, so.
Hold on, but we play basketball every day though. Then while we play football,
Yeah,
it's like no, it never went.
the shot ain't going
I'm
nowhere.
in this too, because I'm gonna be playing. I got an NBA team. Okay,
But
so.
you wouldn't score.
Right. Marcus, are you serious?
Hey, we put that full court press on them. They ain't getting past half court.
We
Marcus,
might be able
Marcus, put your money where your mouth is.
How much you want to
Put
put
your
up?
money where your mouth is. I ain't gonna score.
I can score.
Marcus, put 100 on it. Y'all put 100 on it, Marcus.
Straight
I'm
up.
scoring.
We can go to Gates right afterwards and eat. I'm down.
It's whatever, Marcus. I'm scoring.
It's so good. But yeah, I'm down. I think it'd be really interesting to see everybody's physical abilities at this.
I would love to see.
I think we'd be surprised with our class. For what
Listen, like no lie, like I'm no cap. Like I think our class is staying in pretty good shape. Like
For real.
we're gonna be straight.
I'm not worried about Isaac no more. I've seen he been chilling.
Yeah, because that class, 06 was a good class. 06
They were a good class. They were a good class.
Mhm.
Isaac and them, they could go.
Yeah.
Oh, do y'all remember when Isaac got good? That random.
Yo, it just came out of nowhere. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
So like click or so. I just click.
Yeah.
Like, hit a jumper and nothing was ever the same. It was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Isaac used to come to our house. That's how we found Isaac. He used to play on our court. He lived down the street from us, and he would walk up here and play. And we like, who is that? And never knew. It was like, yeah, neighborhood kid. And he became like family. Yeah.
I remember that was, I can't remember where we went, but Isaac like came to practice and he was hyped. And we were like, why is he acting like this? And then he just started balling. We were like, what happened? He was like, I found my jump shot, and it just like
confidence, but amazing with confidence.
Hey,
yeah,
it's crazy. It does wonders for you, bro.
Yeah, or something else. I can't. Like Marcus, you didn't challenge me. I'm not gonna go outside right now.
Yeah, you're thinking about it.
You should about to go shoot 1,000 jump shots right now.
Speaking about your confidence, I've done this to guys several times, Marcus. This is not the first rodeo, okay? But I'm on my 100 after I score, and I'm gonna have my hand out. But you just really tested me on a Saturday.
Yeah. All she needs is one bucket, Marcus.
I can't get one.
One bucket.
Well, tell me what you have on that one, bro. I ain't said nothing. That's all you, bro.
Right.
Bucket on defense.
Hold on now. I did go to Louisville.
That's I was about to say. She about to put that Louisville basketball on you, bro.
Michael, everybody right there.
I wish I touched on this earlier. I wish the women's side of the Keys got more recognition because like what y'all do is on a whole different level than what we do. And it's, you know, I mean, you can Google it if you want to, but I wish like people really understood particularly your class, the class above, the class below, what you all did for Kansas City basketball for women in general. Like the Eclipse program was great. The Bells program was great. But like the Keys organization, Big 12 championships, Big East championships, WNBA championships. I mean, there's a lot of basketball history with the women's side of the Keys organization. And the world got to see it for sure.
That's what you call backpedaling right now. That's what he's doing right
Yeah,
now.
he's trying to save himself. It's okay. I'm getting my bucket, Marcus.
Just to make sure.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so I don't know. David has to take a work. I mean, not David. DJ has to be on the work call, but we're just going to keep moving. Hopefully.
Yeah, he all right.
Yeah.
We're used to this.
Yeah, this is nothing new for us.
This is nothing new. I do want to know. I'm like, okay, who they gonna get? Antonio Brown? What they doing?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
They're like, we need your
Sit the 8 games.
right. I do it.
Yeah, a side note, just thinking about, because DJ is connected with the football, like, y'all being champions, like, how was it when you seen the Chiefs, like, win this year? Like, what was that feeling? Because I know for me, I was like, they're never going to win. But, like, to Patrick Mahomes, I love me some number 15. It's just like, how did that make you guys feel?
I never, after seeing the Royals finally win one, I was like, ain't no way in the world Chiefs ain't going to win one. Like, damn, how this going? So, but it was more like, it was good to see the home team do something and be able to have a little puff in your chest when you walk around Houston a little bit, but it was definitely a good sight because I definitely not expect to see that, especially after the Royals beat them to it. I've never expected the Royals win a World Series before the Chiefs.
I would say it's surreal because like BMO was saying, like you just always knew somewhere in the playoffs, that first game they was just gonna blow it. Mm-hmm. And then you see that first game how it went down. I was like, well, same old. Yeah. Then all of a sudden they come back, and I was like, oh, hold on, something's different this year. So, not to say our championship equates to an NFL championship, but it was dope to see, especially like both our teams do it. Like BMO was saying, like the Royals just 3 or 4 years ago, and then the Chiefs followed right back after. Like, I feel like that's helping put Kansas City on the map because I like our states, because I say states because it's Missouri and Kansas. I feel like we get so much disrespect because they just think we country. I'm like, nah, we got some ballers out here. We got some hoopers out here. So.
For myself, to see the city celebrate like that, I hope that the city of Kansas City comes together, not just in sports. And I'm not gonna go in there too much. But I think it's cool. It's awesome. But I'd like to see Kansas City be that unified at all times. That's great. Football, somebody caught a touchdown at the right time. Mm-hmm. Why does it take that moment in order for the city to celebrate each city's success? So I really hope that with this win, it starts knocking down some of the barriers, starts knocking down some of the some of the systematic things that people have to deal with in Kansas City, because at the end of the day, everybody's the same. Kansas City Chiefs is an organization that obviously is a huge part of Kansas City. So me personally, it's great. I think for the team, I anytime you have like a superstar on the level of like Patrick Mahomes, right? He gets a lot of attention, as he should, because good Lord, homie can ball. But it's also like Travis Kelce, who we've argued about. Is he the best tight end in the league, right? Tyreek Hill, is it the offensive guys? Is it, Andy Reid? I'm a huge fan of the running back coach, offensive coordinator, and the defensive coordinator of the Chiefs, and they're all black coaches. And so, like, it's a and Andy Reid's a real one. Like, you can look through his history of, like, what he does for the black community, particularly black athletes that he has underneath his time. He supports them in an incredible amount of way. He's got black leaders right there next to him. And so for me, it was great to see just like that happen for all of those black coaches inside the NFL, but then also the community. I hope the community becomes more unified because Kansas City could be an even better city that it is. It just needs to be unified, and it can't just be when teams win championships.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that was a great answer. And like you said, it's kind of like the years of brewing and just culminating. And now we see like, oh, we've always had the goods. We've always had the pieces. We've always had everything we need. And to your point, David, no, the Keys championships are not on the level of the NFL, but they are within our community and within our the neighborhoods who we serve. It was that big of an impact. Like, you know, we went down to City Hall and you guys got acknowledged by the mayor, and it was just so many things that come with a championship. And like you said, Bryce, we can puff our chests and we can show how proud we are. And that's just another reason why I love the Keys, and I want us to be a staple in Kansas City again, where it's not just basketball. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a teacher and I want to be a part of education reform. And how can we reach out? We have a scholarship program and we give back to non-athletes and we take them through life skills training, and we try to prepare people for their adult life with the same kind of intensity and passion and commitment that we all had when we were athletes. So that's one of my goals, is just to have that gym to a place where we can all go and come and see stuff. Because all it is really was a shot made, but to know like the heart and the connections and the memories that we have that are just generational. And it's crazy that one person and one team and one community can make a whole lot of change. And I hope to see that. And I really am thankful and proud of you guys for being strong Black men and being that every single day. And you guys are unapologetically like great men. And so I just want to say thank you for that, because it's a trying time, but you guys are like tested. And like you said, it's like a battlefield and you guys can get through.
LaToya, you touched on something like everybody's career or everybody's life journey is not going to take them in sports, but the stuff you learn when you're that young is the foundation. So like I said, like my sports stuff ended pretty much in high school. So, but it's still like, I still carry this into my professional world as an engineer. Like, it's the discipline, it's the hard work, it's the teamwork that's, you know, in order to reach your goal. And like with the Keys, I remember like just walking it, like I talked about it earlier, walking into that gym, like it really taught us, like, hold your head up, be proud of who you are, where you're from, because don't let anybody try to put a label on you or put a stigma on you. Just be proud of who you are. And then as you're working hard, continue to reach back on those foundations that you learn at an early age. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a good train you up and you won't depart from it. So, yeah, like I said, you guys, I'm gonna say you guys are my favorite team, because I don't want to be.
You can say it. You can say it. It's facts. It's facts. It's all right.
My team, you know, I love my team, but like I said, you guys just put so much into me personally, because I just got to watch so much. But then you laid the foundation for what the Keys got to be, because after you guys did that, then the Nike contract comes, and then you guys got to go even further and do more things. And you know, like we came from not just being regionally to now nationally. And I mean, who knows, internationally, because some people did go play professionally overseas. So it was just like, wow. And I know about how proud my dad was. Like, we drove to Greensboro, and the whole way home we sang. Like, we sang the whole time. We were just so cheerful and just so joyous. And it was just like, wow, like, that it just came true, and just to live in that, and even just thinking about it, it's just awesome. So yeah, like I just want, though we can't go back to 1999, we can do better and bring up kids behind us so they can feel that.
Hey, Toya, two things real quick. I love that you are wanting to give back and really just like continue to create experiences and exposures for others. So if you have like any high school students, any college students that are looking for internships, looking for experience, like my company is more than willing to take them on, and I'll definitely be able to find them a spot on my team. I'm not trying to plug like PG too much right now, but we've had interns in the past, and to your point, like I think the other thing that about the Keys organization from a standpoint was like, how do you give back? And it doesn't have to be just through money. Mm-hmm. Like actually be engaged in someone's development. I think that's the biggest thing that society is missing right now, that the Keys organization does such a great job at, is, hey, not only are we going to make sure you're great athletes, we're going to make sure you're great people as well. We're going to show you how to serve your community. We're going to show you how to present yourself in your community. And then therefore, you know, as the real world comes along, you're prepared for that at all times. So like if you know anybody that's like looking to get in the e-commerce space, social media, marketing, whatever it may be, like they have a spot on my team and be more than willing to give them some exposure to like an entrepreneurship world, which is a little bit different than corporate America or the NFL, because DJ out here doing it out here.
I got lucky.
All right. Well, man, I know we can talk forever, and it's here. And now I'm the little sister. I can still just sit and just talk with y'all like it's just like from years ago. So, but just to kind of wrap it up, just if you want to, you can use your word to kind of direct your answer. But how has the keys impacted you? And if you could kind of just describe that in one word. And Frye, we know you're going to elaborate, so you can do that. But
I say let him go first.
Just summarize it in just one word. You can tell us why, but just
Brotherhood. Are you going? Go, Marcus.
No, Bryce, you got it.
I took
go,
David.
Frye's last.
Nah, Frye got to keep it to one word. That's what you got to do. G.
Sorry, go, Bryce. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bimo.
I got to elaborate on it, right?
Yes, you can.
I mean, I say brotherhood just because I think, like we touched on a little bit earlier, is just the fact, the things that we endured and went through, digging through the trenches, the workouts that we went through together, the practices that we endured, how agonizing, grueling they were, how hard they made the practices and the things that we went through, and all the times we traveled together. And then even as we dispersed, because it's only seasonal when we're in AAU, so it's seasonal. So you got to think, those few months that we were together, then we went and did our own things, and then come back and intervene together. It was just like we never left. And then be able, also as we got older, just to be able to see, everybody in the newspaper or seeing, friends and see them and how well they've done in their own schools and things like that. And then knowing that they're holding it down, things like that. And then we come intervene again, I just enjoy that camaraderie that we built up. So I think that's why I say brotherhood, just in a sense, because everything that we went through together to have one goal, and we accomplished that goal. And along with getting that goal, we went through a lot of things together as well. Not necessarily all negative, but it's more about the things that the hard work we put into. I think that's kind of transcends into our careers now too as well.
Hey, B.
All right. For me, we kind of talked about it earlier, but I would say family is the one word. Sorry, Dave. But yeah, I say family, man, because like we all have our different personalities, and we know how to bring things out of each other and the positives and the negatives. But I mean, we've grinded together, we cried together, we lost games, we won games, man, and that just makes the relationship even stronger. So for me, it's family. Like I said, we've been knowing each other for 20 plus years. We could go another 10 without talking, but I'm sure if we came across each other, it's all love, just like day one. So I say family, man, always.
All right, since DJ took mine, I'm gonna say village, and I say that because they say it takes a village to raise a child, and I was just like we talked about a little bit earlier, when we were so young, just coming together, and we took so many trips, and like my family wasn't fortunate to where I could travel with my family, so I was always like, hey, let me ride with the Williams, or I was with the Hords a lot, or I would even go with the Morrises and even the Fryes. And it's no coincidence that those, they still are the closest relationships that I still have to this day through those trips. So I would just say villages because, like I said, everyone played their part in our individual development as people, as individuals, and as players coming up through the organization.
My word is just going to be love. I would probably tack on unconditional love on top of that.
One word.
I think the moments that I always thought were incredible were, okay, the game spoke for itself, but just like the community atmosphere. There's a lot of things that people don't know. Like, if the team got a pair of Jordans that weren't cheap, everybody on the team ended up having Jordans.
Yeah.
And however that happened, it happened. But it was like there was a sense of we're in this together, and a lot of it was just people donating their time. Like I love the moms. Like if there could be a
Team Mom, Miss Williams, Miss Tawano.
Yes,
Mom of the year.
like Key's moms to me was like it. Like I was like, we got to win this for our moms. Like just again, it was just that love, that family, that atmosphere that's just incredible, and it's something that I think I'll speak for myself. I've been searching for. I don't think I've ever had a moment like that and through the world like the Keys organization ever. And it just speaks volumes. And I think that's the reason why we thrived, was because everybody was in it together. Moms, dads, janitors, you name it. Everybody was in it together for the success of 12 kids, which was awesome.
That was a good word. I like that. Marcus, you may be doing some public speaking sometimes. So, okay.
Don't pump him up. Please don't.
I can't say you can't communicate at all. Which they're true. They're right. It just depends on the topic.
That's fun. But once again, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for just joining me and just sharing some of your time and just speaking about the Keys, something that I just hold so dearly. And it's just a blessing to me to see that you guys hold it just as dearly as me. And as I say, the Keys are not Dalmo, Pierre, and Toya. The Keys are you. You guys are a part of all of that. You guys are a part of our tradition, our history, and whatever we bring forward, so in our legacy. So I just want to thank you guys again. So people watching, we will be postponing the 2020 alumni celebration. That was going to happen in October. I will come to you with another date soon, but please stay in tune to the website at www.thekckeys.org. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the I-ness and the wonderful internet-ness that you can do. Please share with this. All these people on here, please go find them, get plugged into them. They are awesome people in all their respective areas. So once again, I can't thank y'all enough. I had so much fun right now. So just thank you guys again. And this is The Crossover with LaToya. So see ya.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.